Welcome back. We're doing our day 3 assignment. We've already completed steps 1 through 8. Now it's time to start solving problems, and we're going to be starting on step 9 here. Here is our Lauren's budget, or as we did in step 1, changed it to our name budget. What we've done before now is we've gone ahead and made the totals for total income, total fixed expenses, total variable expenses. We combine the two expenses to have total fixed and variable. What we're doing now in question 9 is we need to figure out, do we have money at the end of the month? Now, how we're going to do that is we're not just going to use an auto sum. We need to really think about it. We know that in green is my total income here. We know this is my fixed and variable expenses. If I have more money coming in than going out, I have what we call a surplus. However, if I have more money going out than coming in, I have something called a loss. So we want to go ahead and see if it is a negative or a positive. So we're going to make some assumptions. We're going to assume, hoping, that our formula that we're going to use is going to be the larger one. So we're going to start with our income. We're going to subtract it from our total expenses going out, and I'm going to hit enter. Okay. So far, so good. This basically says that at the end of January, Lauren or Mrs. Hickson had $41.90 that were not accounted for, meaning I didn't have special jobs for them to do. It wasn't all my income. It wasn't all the things that I needed to pay for. This is my running around money or disposable income. In this case, it's my cash surplus. So I'm going to go ahead in this. I'm going to use the same formula. I'm going to use my large area here and go autofill. So I'm going to take it all the way across to December. Uh-oh. And let's take a look. We have some problems here, don't we? January, I made $41.90 at the end of the month, but look what happened in February. Uh-oh. Losing some money. Got a little better in March. April looked great. Holy mackerel. Something happened big in May. And as we can see, this is going to show me what's happening. All right? Now, what I'm supposed to do is, after I've seen what's happening, I want to go ahead and use my format painter to copy the format of column N into column O and the title. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, what I'm using the format painter for is, rather than having to reformat, you saw how long it took us to format step 2. We don't have to do that. Remember, the format painter basically says, hey, let's do all the formatting you already did and put it into O. So I'm going to go ahead into N. I'm going to go up into the N column. Now, I'm not copying the information, I'm copying the formatting. So by me going over into this little clipboard, clicking the format painting, it says, okay, everything that you did is going to be the same in O. So I went ahead and put O there, clicked on it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all this because apparently I didn't stop where I was supposed to. I went forever. So it says that I'm going to go ahead and put into O4 the word totals. And then in O5, okay, I'm going to go ahead and enter a formula to add up the entire year's paycheck amounts. Now, I gave you a hint there. I gave you that we're going to go ahead and take C5 to N5. What does that mean is I want to take all of our paychecks. Remember, let's look at the title here. These are all my paychecks. Okay, so I want to take, we're going to basically take all of this, right? And I use my auto sum. Did you see that? I can use an auto sum the same way as I can go down vertically. I can use it horizontally too. So I went ahead and now I have $5,290. Wasn't that simple? And so I've gone ahead and put that in there. I'm also going to do the rest of the income categories. Not only would I have paychecks, I had allowance and gifts. Guess what I'm going to do? You bet. I'm going to take my autofill And I'm going to drop it down and let it go. Yep, just like that. And for some reason, my Format Painter didn't completely take that. Let's try that again. I grab that Format Painter again, and I'm going to put it right here. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now I have that amount there. Now, in 08, which is right here, I'm going to go ahead and copy the formula from cell N8. And I went ahead and just did that myself, so we're good with that. Okay, so I went ahead and did it across that way. Now, in both expense categories, I have to go ahead and do something similar. Let's take a look. I'm coming down here. I'm going to do the same exact thing again. Just like I did over there. I'm going to come over. Put right there. Do my auto sum. Yep. Okay. And on this one here, I'm going to go ahead and do my autofill again. I don't know why it's not doing that. I'm going to have to go back to my Format Painter again. Same thing again. I'm going to go ahead. I want to add all these across. It's my auto sum. Now what about down here? I could use my auto sum again. But remember, I have to say which way I'm going. Because if I did it over there, I might have not worked right. So I'm going to go right here, go my auto sum. And there we go. Now let's go back here one more time. Grab that Format Painter. Come back over here. There we go. Okay, so I have my formatting painting there. Now, the other thing I have to do, I'm going to do one last piece of formatting, and now I'm on number 16. And let's take a look at that. Hold on just a second here for a sec. Now you notice I haven't done the same thing over here. I could, but I'm not going to in step 3 yet. We're going to talk about some of the things we might want to do differently to help me understand the budget more. So I'm going to leave this one blank. I'm going to do the final formatting. I'm going to use 04 to 026 right here. And I'm going to go ahead and use my left and right border only. So if I look at that, I can also look at the presets there. I'm going to do left and right. So I have both on my custom. Let's go back to that. I don't want that one. I just want left and right. I don't want that one either. I just want left and right. There we go. Now I can do it. There we go. Now we see it. All right, and I'm going to save it. It's Lauren's budget, step 3. And we're ready.